So Nick, what's the biggest mistake you often see founders making with regards to their sales and marketing?
Great question. Number one, overthinking. Should I do this? Should I try this new strategy? Should I test this new channel? Just do. Execute. Just do it. Obviously, Nike from Oregon, one of my favorite brands. I really hold that close to my heart because I feel too many founders, instead of executing, they're thinking, they're planning, they're debating, having conversations in their own little business.
Guilty of myself with that.
Dude, me too. I think it's important to be honest. Like, this is me often still, and I will do this moving forward, but I need to remind myself and any other founder who asks me this question will get the same piece of advice. Execute, make a decision, even if it's the wrong one, it will lead you to the right one.
Yeah, action produces data.
That's it.
So what's one thing that you think founders should do after today?
One thing I think founders should do after today is if they don't have a marketing or sales funnel built, go build it. If they have existing leads who they haven't reached out to or reached out to recently, go reach out. All of my execution and action points again are about driving revenue to the business. So I would, number one would be revenue, and number two would be go get some awareness for your business if you don't have it yet. Post on LinkedIn, put up a paid ad, reach out to those, even if it's cold outreach to potential leads.
No one knows you.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, no, like I think too many founders are nervous or concerned about hearing no. That's part of the game. You're gonna hear a lot more no's than yeses in business, and just go execute and get out there and do one action today that will lead you towards revenue.
100%. And it's so interesting about the no's because it's ingrained into people who actually worked in sales environments. But the opportunity of getting a yes from hearing loads of no's for founders is so much more because you own the business.
That's it, yeah.
What kind of founder do you think needs to be in a room like this?
Yeah, I feel the founders who, again, they're motivated, they're dedicated, but I think in today's world, especially, I mean, you know this with an AI business, being on social media, there's so much noise and advice from so many people, information overload. Right, and I feel founders who are perhaps stuck or not able to make like the paralysis analysis, right? They're getting stuck. They're not willing to move forward because they have too much inbound information. What I love about this room, PlanX, how we're doing things, it's like, here's a proven playbook that works, do this and only this. Founders who want a set of directions to follow and execute are the types of founders who should be here because they need to be open-minded. They need to know other people have already done exactly what they want to do. That's who the speakers are, and that's who you should listen to.
100%, that makes sense. And it's so interesting about what you say with information online. As I saw even a post from one of the executives at OpenAI saying they're finding it really, really hard to keep up with all the AI information out there. Right? So it's not just everyone who's learning, it's everyone right from the top to the bottom.
100%.
And it's all about getting actual stuff done.
That's it. Get it done and don't try to reinvent the wheel. Someone else has already done what you want to do, go learn from them.
Exactly. Why did you say yes to being part of the Road to PlanX?
I felt that Road to PlanX really represents something that's missing in the UAE. There is a lot of events, a lot of networking, a lot of happy hours. There's not a lot of events or conferences that are really focused on a blueprint or a strategy. And I feel the theme of PlanX with the speakers, the people, and all the speakers, the attendees, the workshops are really focused on, again, here is exactly how you do what you want to achieve. And I think being able to, PlanX really communicated to me that that's what their conference is about, how to actually get things done. And I wanted to be a part of that because I really believe that's more entrepreneurs who are shown by people who've already done it, the more successful they will be.
100%. And out of interest is what you showed today is that when you make an investment, large or small, or back a new founder, is that the type of thing that you're saying to them straight away? Is this the actual advice that you're giving to the people who are giving you significant proportions, millions of dollars of their company over time?
Yeah.
And why do you think that founders need more education-led events like this in Dubai?
Yes. Again, I would say tying kind of to one of my earlier answers is when the information overload, there's a lot of, I think, pieces of strategies, but there's not a lot of, I would say there's like there's chapters of books that you hear about online, but you don't get the full playbook. Right? And I feel from an education perspective, if you're only taught about a top of a funnel, you don't know the middle or the bottom need to exist, or you don't know how to do it. I had a lot of founders come up to me today and say, now that you've explained this, I've realized I've only been doing step 1 and step 5. I haven't been doing 2, 3, or 4, and that's where their leaks are. And I think the educational approach is a lot more about explaining everything from start to finish, and that's going to be a lot more beneficial to the founders versus just getting one piece of one part of the puzzle, so to speak.
The full picture.
Exactly.
And what stood out about the conversations that were taking place after your talk, the questions people were asking, what they wanted to know from you?
Yeah, no, really great question. What I've loved about both of the PlanX events so far, people come up, they're very open. I would say they're very humble, which is awesome. They've said they've learned something, they've said it was valuable. And what I really like is these founders have all said, a lot of them, not all, but many of them started with, my problem is, so they recognize that there's a problem. And I think, you know, even as I said in my talk, we are making mistakes and we have problems in our business all the time. Even, you know, we've been here 12 years, we have offices all over the world. Problems come up. You have to look for other people for advice or strategy or ideas. And I think, again, entrepreneurship, being able to learn from others who've done it before is one of the most effective ways to be successful. And I'm very, you know, grateful and love to talk to founders who are open-minded like that.
Of course. Well, thank you so much for your time.
No, thank you. Thank you so much for being a part of this. Look forward to the next one.
My pleasure.